Hello everybody, this is Diane. I think it's time for some glue book therapy. What do you think? I haven't had a glue book session in a while, since I was on my getaway in October. So it's Sunday afternoon and I'm just going to play in my glue book. Do some non-thinking crafting or minimal thinking crafting. So I have my large basket of well, they're all mixed up. There's supposed to be large images in here, but I haven't sorted things in a long time. So there's big and small images in there. And I also have these little baskets that at one time were kind of sorted, but I think I really need to have a sorting session with these images sometime soon. But I'm just going to grab stuff and glue today. I have my glue book, I have my glue sticks. I use Craft Bond Extra Strength, so I have the large one and the little one. And in case I'm gluing down heavier pieces, I also have these wet glues handy if I need them. And I have some papers that I can use so I don't get glue on my mat. So I am just going to reach into my basket of images and pull something out. I'm going to try for the large pieces for backgrounds first of all. He's kind of cool, but he's not a background. So this could be a background. This came out of a art magazine, Somerset Studio. This looks like Lynn Perella's artwork. I think she's in it every week. Yeah, Lynn Perella. Look at that one with the Queen. Maybe I could do something with them, like on facing pages. So he could be the king and she could be the queen. Let's see if we can find a place to put that sun. Let's see. How about right here? Let's work on these 2 pages. They haven't been started yet. So I'm going to cut the bottom off of this. Okay, I can cut more off. Perhaps I should have cut the bottom off because I just cut off the heads of the king and queen there. That would have been good to go along with the king and queen thing we had going on. Oh well. I need to cut a little bit more. Okay, I can glue that there and maybe add him in here somewhere. Oh, look at, he's got pen nibs and clock hands attached to his belt with jump rings. Remember that package of vintage pen nibs I found at the flea market or at the antique mall? I got them counted up into little bags. I forgot how many I put in each one. So I'm hoping that they'll be in the next batch of goodies that I put in my shop. I started working on a few more listings. Just getting things divided up is all so far. I feel like I really have to list at least one batch of things, and I usually list 4 or 5 items in each each time I do a batch. But I have to do at least one batch a week so I can have everything gone before flea market season starts again. I'm going to have to cut off his pedestal. Should have switched to my little scissors, but I'm doing okay. All right, let's just glue the background down for now. Covered up my glue pages here. I use, these are copy paper pages, but it's things that were misprinted or printed too many times, or I just don't need them for some reason. So I just keep them in here for purposes such as this. Okay, we have our background. I might want to put something over here, or at least up at the top. So because there's so much color, he's a little more muted. I think I'll look for something that's black and white or neutral color that I can put up there. That helps calm things down a little bit. Okay, now let's see if we want to do anything else. I didn't really intend to do an entire spread in one sitting. I just wanted to glue down backgrounds, but all these things came out together and I thought they worked well together. So I think I'll just glue these two figures down, and then we'll leave it at that for now. I may find something else at some point, whether today or another day, to add to the page. Alright, so we've added lots of color to that two-page spread. What do I have here? Oh, this is what I was thinking about putting here. These colors just seem to blend together, but they might blend together too much. And this is a vintage piece. Looking for a strip of a suitable color. About that. I like that there. Pansy hangs off. I've got glue on it. Okay, now I'm going to reach in my basket again and try just to find a background piece. Look at this. This is a vintage magazine romanticizing toilet paper. So, where'd my face mask lady go? I don't think I'm going to put them in this book. Where'd she go? I thought I saw her here. I might put these two images. These are both from very vintage magazines. This is from 1953. This one with the face mask. I might put them in this journal that I made with a Gina rebookery video. So I'm going to stick these in here. I haven't done anything in this book yet since I put it together, but I think I want to do some art journaling in it. That's an unusual illustration there. It's puckered and quilted fabric and these faces. It's kind of weird. But sometimes art journaling is weird. think they're too wide for one of these pages, but we'll find a page for them and then see what we can do with them. Well, that has a battle, terrific combat between Richard Kerr, the lion, Richard the Lionheart, and Saladin. And these are the castle guards. I'm going to put them there so we can't really see the battle, but we know what's going on behind them. Okay, so we need something in the background. Here's some background paper. Then there'll be space right here that I can add something extra to when I find it. I think I'll just leave that background there with the battle behind. I told you this is a non-thinking session, so I'm not thinking too much. Just finding things that interest me, and I'm just gluing them down. And I can come back and tweak them later. I want to fill up some of these pages and get some things out of my basket. Put them to use. Maybe this evening I'll start sorting my baskets and get them better organized. How do you spend your Sunday afternoons? Do you get crafting time on Sunday afternoon? I went back to church. I hadn't gone for a couple of weeks because I'd been exposed to people with COVID, and I myself did not get sick, and I'm thankful for that. But I was staying away from church so I wouldn't spread it around, just in case. So today I went back, and then I had lunch at my son's house. And now I'm here, mindlessly gluing. I know I've got images that aren't from Somerset, you know, art journaling magazines and stuff like that. Because I feel like the art is already done for me. But I love these images, so this is a good way to preserve them without having stacks of magazines lying around. And then I get to play with them too. I cut them out and play with them and change them up a little bit. But I know I have stuff that isn't from these kind of magazines somewhere in there. Alright, so that's kind of cool, and I will be adding stuff to it, I'm sure. But it's very colorful right now, and I like it. Pulled some stuff up from the very bottom. Oh, this is from another... That's just from a magazine. I think a decorating magazine or something. So that's cool. I can use that. Look at that owl. Okay. Some of these pages are from a different kind of artsy kind of magazine. But these are fashion magazines and decorating magazines and stuff. So let's look at some of those. I think I'm going to find a place to put these for backgrounds. Coronation of Henry IV from the best authorities, it says. I'm not sure what magazine, what book that stuff came out of. I'm just gluing these down. They have an odd shape, and I don't know what will become of them in future. Maybe I'll put it that way. And perhaps something will cover up those oddities. These are heavy, so I'm going to use this glue. This looks like an advertising section in a magazine. If you've purchased glue books from me, are you using them? I wish I could see the pages that you make in the glue books that I made. I would love to see some of those glue books. I've sent out lots and lots of glue books that I've made, and I'd love to see the pages that you've done in them. I get to see some of the pages that Gail does in the magazines that I made that she purchased, or the glue book that I made. So that's fun to get to see how she does it. That's not sticking. I think it was too close to the where the page curls down. I don't know, I like both of those images, but I don't know if I want to put them there. Let's keep going with some backgrounds. Some of those fashion photographs they do are very odd, aren't they? This is really cool. This is from 1960. Somebody's photo called Girls in the Windows in Manhattan. Isn't that neat? Oh, there's a bigger version. Different picture, but the same kind of thing. I like that. I wouldn't want to cover up much of that, though. So I might be able to decorate it a little bit down at the bottom or across the top, but I kind of want to leave those windows and the fire escapes with the people on them. And I might be able to use this somewhere also. Yeah, I'll just put it over here. Goes there, but the page is shorter. But I could put something on the background before I glue that down. That's kind of cool, putting the country next to the city building. I like that. I have a friend who is pretty sick with COVID. I had breakfast with her, and then 3 days later found out that she was sick, but I didn't get it. So she's one of the people I was exposed to. But she ended up being in the hospital with COVID pneumonia, and she's still in the hospital. She's a friend I go to some of the antique places. I go meet her, and we go to some antique malls or something like that, flea market type of things, indoors. Anyway, she's on the mend, but she's still in the hospital. Okay, we could probably do some more with that at some point, but let's move on. Let's find something to do with this weird lady. Who seems to be entangled in her pocketbook. This is just an envelope here. So I think I'll just glue her on that. And I'll probably do something else to her too. Here's a kind of abstract image of Zendaya. I'm going to have to stop pretty soon, so I think I will just grab some smaller images and see if we can find places to put them on top of some of the backgrounds, whether they're ones I did today or another day, previous day. Because I think it's a little more interesting for you to see me do the small images. So let's see what I come up with here as I reach in my basket. Oh, isn't that pretty? That'll have to be a background too. I like it right there too. I'm going to put that in. There's a little face back here, so I want to leave that intact as much as is there. So I'll trim off this edge. I love snapdragons and I love the color of these. Okay, I wonder if I can find a place for these two crazy people. I think I won't look in the first section because that's just about done. I might have a few more things to put in there, but let's look in here. There's another owl. Let's just see if he'll fit on here somewhere. I think I have quite a few owls in this glue book. There's just something about owls that I like. Well, might cover up that word too, but I like him there. I could put him there so he's kind of tying both pages together. And I thought that page was done. You just never know. Now we have a Coke drinking girl. Oh, 7-Up drinking girl. I like her with that bright page there. But I don't have a background down on that page yet. Don't have to put a background on every page. The page itself can be the background. I love her red ponytail with her orange sweater and her bright smile. This is from a vintage magazine. I wonder if I have an Amazon item coming. I've ordered pretty much all my Christmas presents through Amazon. And I think the mailman just brought something to my porch. Yep. I hear his little scanner thing. Cool. When this video is over, I'll go see what it was. I get shipping supplies. My envelopes and boxes come from Amazon. And I just ordered chipboard because I realized I was all out of chipboard. And I have Christmas presents coming, so who knows what it is. Guess I'll have to find out. I'm going to cut this edge off because it's got words there. I liked this background with the stripes, but it had an image on there I didn't want, so I just cut around it, and I can, you know, use it somehow. Don't have to cover up all of that. I can leave that for some black and white relief from the color. But I just, if I'm going to cover up part of this image, I want to cover up all of it. I'm just cutting around her face better. And I have to hold it up to my face so I can see what I'm doing. So if the camera shuts off, I'm just going to keep going. My battery is fresh. My camera card was empty when I started. If it shuts off, it's just because it decided to shut off, because it does that once I reach 44 minutes, or sometimes it goes longer. I don't film with my phone. I have a Canon camera. So I've never tried to upload anything from my phone to YouTube. Don't know if I would know how to do it, but I know that the quality of the picture is better with my Canon. So I'll probably end up putting something down here to cover up where that 7-Up logo was. But I don't necessarily have to do that right now. This is pretty. Could break up this pattern of palm trees. Once I get started on my glue book, I just want to glue, 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 glue. But I need to pack some orders today too. I want to say thank you to all of you who came to my shop and purchased the textile bundles I put in there yesterday. They all sold. Thank you so much. I do have one bundle of chenille, the chenille bedspread that I cut up, the blue one, that I listed a week or so ago. I have one of those bundles left. And I think that's it for textiles, but I will be adding more. I do have some more. I'll be putting in some more lace, which I know will make you happy. And I have some more fabric pieces, just squares and circles that I got at a flea market. Probably some other things. Look at that little seahorse bracelet. It's really cute. I think I would wear that if I had it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but if I get it all cut out, then I can play around with it and see what I can do with it. I might want to use that on something I haven't glued down yet, so like I could put a person in there. So I'm going to leave it. I'll have it handy for when I come across something. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this fence that I could put on something. On that. Let me see if I can find something to put on this page. Maybe some words. Inspire. I'd like it to be, like that would be great because it's a vertical word. This came out of a children's book. I've got to use it somewhere. It's fun to see them try to fly. I don't know who they were talking about. Ducks or birds or something. A creative mess is better than tidy idleness. I wholeheartedly agree. Delivered. Live bright, be bold, and sparkle. That might be appropriate for this lady here. I just need to fill in some spaces on that page. I don't remember what this came from, but it's just I think it's a fashion magazine. I just liked those color swatches with the interesting abstract design on them. I'm going to glue that down because I'm pretty sure I want that there. If I can get the glue to come out. Once I glue these images down, I will stop the video. I will continue creating, and I might do another video and call it Glue Book Therapy Part 2 and just put it up on my channel on a day when I don't have another video ready. So I don't know when it'll be, but you can watch for it. All right, thanks for hanging